What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video and welcome back to The Hustle. Now, today we're going to talk about why I sold my 2011 Ford Transit Connect, which I love very much. And I went and got this 2016 GMC Savana. Now, the reason for this trade-in is not what you think it is, so stay tuned. That's right, guys. The Ford Transit Connect is officially sold and I'm left with this one. And as you remember in the last video, we had a bunch of stuff inside and we also had a roof rack, which we got rid of it because we don't need it. And after I stripped everything down, this is what I'm left off with. I added some protection here and some protection there. This is just when the stuff bounces. I don't want to make dents on this sidewall, which, as you can see, I also did the same thing with my 2024 Transit. Like I said, we just want some protection against those dents that you can get on the sidewall. But other than that, the cargo van itself is pretty good. It's in good shape. It drives amazing. The only difference is that this is a V8. The Ford Transit was a 4-cylinder, so in economy wise, this takes a little bit more fuel. But other than that, loving it, loving it, loving it. The only thing that I've done to this cargo van was replace its tail light bulb. I also replaced the windshield wipers, and I got a much needed wheel alignment because at 55 it was shaking a little bit, but she's all good now. Now, over the past weekend, I took some nice pictures. I got the van cleaned up. I got the van cleaned up and I took some nice pictures, and then I posted it for sale on Facebook Marketplace. And very quickly, a lot of people, hit me up. A lot of lowballers. I don't like you lowballers. A young guy, a young entrepreneur, he hit me up. He was interested in the van. He did purchase it. He's gonna use it for his business. He's gonna be doing tinting, PPF, glass, all that stuff. So pretty young guy. Shout out to you, man. You got your head in the game. So, but a lot of you did say to keep it, not to sell the Transit Connect, just to keep all 4 cargo vans. And I just simply can't do that because I can't even use the Transit Connect as a backup, because it's just simply too small. My routes have gone bigger. They are a little bit more volume. So I just simply cannot use it as a backup. Not even for this one, the one that is replacing. And trust me, guys, the Transit Connect was a great cargo van to start my business, but my business is growing. It's getting a little bit bigger. So I have to scale as my business requires it. All right, let's get in here because it's cold outside. But anyways, that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 would be that I can save some money on insurance. Since I'm not using the cargo van, I could just take it off insurance and save on that money. And also I can save some money on a parking spot that I pay. This is New Jersey, guys. Parking spots are not as available as it is in all the states. So I get to save up on parking spot too. Now, of course, for the third reason, that comes with a story. So you see, back in 2023, my second year, I was trying to save as much money as I could, and that turned out pretty bad because if you don't use the money, Uncle Sam will take it, okay? And what do I mean by that? As a business owner, I must have these kind of expenses so I can write it off at the end of the year. If I don't write off these things at the end of the year, the IRS will take my money anyways. So I might as well take that money, invest it, and make my business into something bigger, right? So being the end of the year, I decided to, invest more into my business. So when I go do my taxes next year, it's not going to be as critically bad as it was back in 2023, because like I said, I was trying to save some money, and I ended up paying almost $15,000 back to the IRS because your boy was trying to save some money. So I learned that either you spend it or it's gonna be taken away from you. And besides, guys, I'm not rich, okay? I could use some money, and some of that money is gonna go towards my last payment because I've been paying that for the past almost a year and some change. So I'm gonna take some of that money and throw it onto my last payment to the IRS. Like I said, I learned my lesson. This year, I'm a lot better prepared. These expenses, guys, as a business owners, these expenses are needed. This right here usually is what makes and breaks business owners, because if you take a full advantage of the IRS system like I am doing, then you could turn out to have a good year. But if you don't take advantage of it, If you try to save all your money up, they're gonna hit you with that fine at the end of the year, and you have to return all that money. So let me explain it in a better way so you understand. Let's say your business makes $200,000. Out of those $200,000, you use $100,000 to keep the business running. You pay the drivers, you got the cargo vans, the tools, fuel, everything. You want to write it off, right? So you make 200,000, but you use 100,000. That means that the IRS can only tax you on that 100,000 that you didn't use. So what went wrong is I saved up all my money and I was taxed on a bigger bracket. But now that I'm writing off all these things, they're gonna tax me on a smaller bracket. And when I have to pay back to the IRS, it's gonna be a lot smaller. When your business has a good year, the IRS wants a bigger cut. But writing off a business vehicle helps you keep more of that money. Last year, this helped me out a lot when I bought my 2024 Transit. That write-off balanced out my tax return and it kept my IRS bill way lower. This is what big companies do every single year. They lower their profit on paper by writing off business vehicles. And as a small business owner, you can do the same thing and keep more cash in your business and scale faster. So those are the reasons why I made those changes. And right now, guys, I'm actually focusing on my team. I got all the equipment that I need to be successful, but it's just a team. I need to make sure that my team is 100%. Like I said in my last video, the more you scale up, the more you need to hire drivers, the more you depend on your drivers. I'm at a point where I don't know if I should be the backup driver, because having 3 drivers, one of them calls out because it happens, it kind of puts me in a spot where I don't know what to do, because I'm actually a driver myself. So being a backup driver, I could just have 3 drivers, and if anything happens, I could just step in. The only thing is I don't see myself as staying home or being a backup driver, because I like to be involved. I like to be a leader. But yeah, guys, that is my goal. That's what I'm going to be working on from now on until next year. Have a better team. It is the end of the year. Check on your goals, the goals that you said that you was gonna do it at the beginning of the year. Check on those goals. How are you doing with those goals? So it ain't hard, guys. You know how I started. I couldn't even afford my first cargo van, and it's just been hard work, dedication, patience. You gotta be patient. Don't jump in the game just because somebody is making it look nice. You gotta learn everything about the business. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you like this video. That's the only way that you can support me. So I really, really appreciate it. And don't forget to stay hustling.